Recording in progress.
Thank you. You've been a big help. All right. Are we all ready already?
Ready.
Already.
Yep.
All right. Let's kick this thing off, huh? Hello, and welcome to our humble little podcast. We're glad you could join us today. By the way, don't click on any pizza ads or hot dog servers. I don't want to touch your hot dog, and I'll thank you very much not to touch mine. We got a great show for you today, and we're going to get to all of it. Don't worry. We've got double secret reworks, which, by the way, we'll take credit for. You're welcome. Plus, I have a question I've been waiting all week to ask Witty, and here's a hint. It's about Raven. I'll tell you what, I'm ready to go already. So are you. So I'll tell you what, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Let's meet today's All-Stars. Warming up in the bullpen. The other night, he was laying in bed muttering to himself. His wife asked him, "What are you doing?" He said, "Praying for guidance." His wife says, "Never mind that shit. Pray for stiffness and I'll guide the damn thing." It's BIFF by Adam West. What's the word, dude?
That's not too far from the truth, as we just got back from vacation.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was different.
Went to,
we usually do. My wife let her passport expire, so we're stuck in the United States. We usually do all-inclusives in the Dominican, and this time we went to South Beach.
Right.
So it's just a different experience because we're used to not worrying about, like, not that I worry about the cost, but when they start throwing like $23 drinks in front of you, you're starting to think like, should I start drinking at 10 a.m. like normal, or should I wait till maybe 2 p.m. and be able to retire at some point?
Right. Well, yeah, the way I see it
for
is...
sure he was going to say 10:15 instead of 10.
Right. 10:15. Well, welcome back. We are certainly glad to have you back, buddy.
Excited to be back.
All right.
I miss my dog.
Yes.
That was the hardest part.
Right.
Because he's getting older now, and we were so guilt-ridden the whole time just having him at home.
We can drive and take him with you next time.
No. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. You get me to drive to Florida.
Rather, just a suggestion.
Remove my own gallbladder with an oyster fork and waste a half a day or a full day.
A full day, yeah.
That's a drive.
Let's take it. Yeah, full day. Anyways, glad to have you back, buddy. All right. Next up, he is the Sorcerer Supreme of cyberspace. The other day, his wife, you know what? Let me start that over. I'm sorry, buddy. I fucked it all up. I got tongue-tied on my own.
I love what Retpmus' wife says.
Keep my wife's name out of your motherfucking mouth.
Oh, my God. I'm going to, okay? I'm going to. Let's see. Let's do it like this. All right. Next up, he's the Sorcerer Supreme of cyberspace. The other day, he told his wife, "I bet you can't tell me something that'll make me both happy and sad at the same time." She said, "Okay, your dick is bigger than your brother's." It's Retpmus. What's happening, Big Kahuna?
Oh, great to be here. Love the insults.
Makes
my day.
Well, if I hadn't have fucked it up in the first go, we wouldn't have been here. So, but yeah.
That's okay.
It is what it is, right?
That's right.
Damn glad to have you on board today, pal.
I'm glad to be here, buddy.
All right. Thanks. What can I say about this next All-Star? The other day, he went to the urologist. He walks in, yanks down his pants, and says, "I think I have a problem. My wife complains I'm always premature." The lady looks down and says, "Please, sir, I'm only a receptionist." It's Sekju. Welcome to the show, pal.
Damn, he didn't even know I was coming today. Shit.
Isn't that sort of the... Get it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Right? I think I got a rim shot somewhere. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, my God. Welcome, sir. Welcome. And I was hoping that you would be here today just because I know you wanted to do a humble brag. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. All right.
Yeah. Like the merch, Sekju.
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got the shirt on.
Spiffy damn t-shirt.
You can see Witty the best.
And it's the new one too.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't order anything until he got a design.
Oh, that's true. I had a mug.
So you know it's the new stuff.
I have an AV mug, thank you. I almost got one of those cute dogs that when they were on sale too. But I missed it, so my bad. I was going to
put
get
that dog in my wife's stocking for Christmas. It's cute.
Cool. Well, maybe they'll make a comeback for this holiday season. Who knows? All right. Welcome back to the show, pal. And also joining us today, here's a little known fact. His cock was recently in the Guinness Book of World Records. Then the librarian made him take it out again. Give it up for the master blaster of Metacomps everywhere, Tewtytron. Welcome to the show, pal.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, nobody knew you were late, pal, until you said so.
Oh, I've had a long weekend. Sorry.
It's been a long weekend, huh?
And here I am, Tootie, with my camera on so you can see me and I don't see you. What's up with that?
I literally just got back from camping and whatchamacallit, I got very drunk last night.
You do sound like right now. You sound like you're dragging a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I am, yeah, it's not good. I'm probably going to be on mute on and off as I take care of my innards throughout the show.
Oh my God.
Well, practice makes perfect, Tootie.
I know.
I don't get hangovers anymore.
It was such a hot weekend. I didn't realize how dehydrated I was. So I think that's the problem. Well, but we're here. We're going to have a good time. So let's do this.
Damn right. Welcome to the show, Tootie. All right, buddy. Last but not least, from the hidden isle of Themyscira. The other day, some guy tried a new pickup line on her. He said, "Hey, baby, I would tell you a joke about my dick, but it's too long." Her response was great. She said, "Yeah, well, I would tell you a joke about my vagina, but you'll never get it." It's Witty Amazon. What's happening out there on Paradise Island?
It's all good. It's all good, mate.
Oh, my God.
I love your intros.
Yeah.
You love my intros? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do try to work hard on them. Whether I succeed or not, sometimes it's a different story. You guys are a tough crowd.
No, it's worth being here just to get roasted.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone will agree with that.
Good. I always feel like what was that?
I said, I definitely agree.
I said, I always feel like I waste too much time doing this stuff, but maybe you guys like it, so I'll keep doing it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely don't get rid of it. It's my highlight of the show.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Welcome one and all. And I don't have anything else to add. I think we just get right into some DCL. And I need to fix my fucking gong. Do you guys hear that? Like the gong skips every fucking time. I get to get a new gong. God damn. My gong keeps skipping. It's not good to have a skipping gong, folks.
That happens with aging, I hear. Performance issues.
You ain't kidding me. All right. I got a question. Did we win our first raid?
Absolutely.
I think we did. Atlantis After Dark won our very first raid. Yay! Yeah, we did it.
We're all winners.
Yay. We're all winners. You get a win raid, and you get to win the raid, and you get to win the raid.
All I can say is, thanks, Steve.
Yes.
We haven't even tried. And last raid we came in top 10, and this raid we won it.
I know, right? Golly.
This is kind of business as usual over.
We didn't even change anything.
Yeah,
we didn't even change any strategy.
Shit, Biff went on vacation.
I know. This has been my lightest. I got over 4,000 alliance energy now because I was light this week.
Man, so what do we think about this whole thing? I mean, I had a bad feeling when Friday about, 3 o'clock, everything started going downhill pretty quick. Am I right on that timeline, or did somebody think it was happening sooner or not?
It was earlier than that.
It was earlier than that? Okay.
Yeah, because I got up the resort and I was sitting outside the island breeze and
Don't
at
rub
like
it in.
8 a.m. and just checking it. And I'm like, hey, why did we have a level 1 boss?
Oh yeah, that shit was happening at midnight. I was up like right before midnight, and it happened to me once. And at first, I didn't catch what happened, and I was just pounding away at the boss.
Right.
And then the second time, I realized, wait a second, why the hell is this back to a level 1 blue Barda? What the hell just happened?
Right. Because every time I logged in, it seemed like we were normal, and I thought to myself, well, this isn't anything to worry about. And then, of course, I saw it about 3 o'clock. But
it didn't take long to get them back up to
no,
like
no, it's
level 14
no, it
or
didn't.
whatever.
No.
It probably
Right,
took
no.
10 minutes. But we had to let people know, like, stop using, 5 times and, just don't waste energy right now. We got 6 people in there attacking a level 1. Let's use our fucking noodles, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a waste.
Oh.
What was that?
No, I thought we lost somebody. I thought you dropped out after kind of voice.
No,
My bad.
no. Maybe we
went
lost
silent
Tootie.
at the same time. That was creepy as fuck.
Maybe we lost Tootie over there. I think he's
He's
a little
just
worse
taking
for
care
wear.
of some hangover stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
I am taking the most acidic shit of my life. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You
All
do what
right.
you need to do to get through this.
Well, all right.
I'm here
Tootie.
for you.
Thanks for the commentary.
A wise bartender, Sam Malone, once said when Diane came in with a hangover, he said, "I have the best cure for hangovers." And Diane was like, "Oh, thank God, what?" And he goes, "Don't drink so much."
Amen to that.
All right. Well, anyways, I wanted to kind of make commentary on some of the goings-ons, if you will, across not only the Reddit verse, but across Discord and even what do you call it, Reddit? I don't know. I'm never on Reddit anymore. I mean, I'm barely on Reddit, but
Lots of crazy people.
Lots of crazy people, right? And
people, you can't make anyone happy, no matter what
No.
you do. You give them world's finest rewards, and people still bitch. We'd rather have the raids fixed. And I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
you, man. I
Oh,
want
no.
world's finest
Right.
rewards. You
Go
got
and do the raids.
Yeah,
Now shut the
that
fuck
was
up.
exactly what I was going to bring up
Yeah,
next.
that-
You can't keep everyone happy. I mean, when they announced the compensation, I was like, surely this will keep everyone happy, but
No.
you just can't. You just can't.
No.
Nah, it just proves
I
Biff
hope-
was spot on last week when he told me, or last time when he told me 10K gems would not solve the problem. We gave him 30,000 gems and they're still bitching. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
You give me
And-
10 rebirth crystals every time you screw something up, and you keep screwing up. How about
Right.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
I've been playing this game since day one. I think a lot of us have in this show. And this is, I really consider this to be a watershed moment because this is not like any compensation we've ever had. I've never seen the game issue out such a rich compensation before. And it almost makes me wonder if they can't completely get everything out of the game fixed at this point, because let's face it, I understand where the people who are complaining come from, because essentially the game is broken. We're all paying to play a broken game.
No, we're not all paying.
Okay.
And
A lot of
that's
us
where-
are paying.
And by the
Right.
way, and that's where I have a problem
Right.
with certain people being entitled. Because
Oh,
if the
absolutely.
game is free to you, by the way, commend you, as I said last week, for playing the game free to play. But you do get what you pay for. So the people that do sink money into this game absolutely have a right to put their hand up when this stuff breaks.
Sure.
But at the same time, let me give the positive spin. And I'm usually the glass half empty guy. But AB, I don't know if this is an acknowledgement that they can't fix everything, which they probably can't.
Right.
I think this is acknowledgement of finally hearing what people are saying. Like saying,
I think so.
hey, you know, if you are going to screw up, don't slap us in the face with like a little tiny little pacifier. Like, you know, they did what the community asked them to do, is acknowledge your mistake and compensate. And I'm not
They fixed
entitled.
it.
Yeah.
They fixed it
Yeah,
soon
and
enough,
it got
so-
fixed pretty quick. And listen, keep these coming. Keep these bugs coming. I'm good with it, because 30,000 gems and 10 rebirth crystals.
I don't mind it. The boss reset for me twice while I was
Yeah.
playing overnight, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad like the last raid, and with such huge compensation, I don't see any issues. I think people should just take it down a notch, because
Yeah.
when you mix a low IQ with free internet, that's what you get.
Oh my God. You're on
And-
fire.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You go first.
I think the biggest thing here, because this probably isn't over. Like, there's going to be a bug or two on Desaad, and there's probably going to be a bug or two on Brandy.
Right.
And like, we all kind of just have to come to the point and just accept that this is what it is. This is the game. We can always point out the bugs. We can always say, hey, WB, this is what's going on with this character. It's not the way it's being advertised. Let's fix that. And honestly, like it may or may not get fixed right away. Right. Maybe it waits until another one of those bug fix months, which you know how those goes too. But the team is pretty small. Like they can't handle every hurdle that gets thrown at them right now. So just take it with a grain of salt and move forward.
And that's exactly what I was going to get to eventually. Was everybody is entitled to have their own feelings on the matter, and if you do pay for the game, I kind of see where you're coming from, and maybe we don't always vocalize that right, but it's always better to take a step back. Nobody's forcing your hand.
And we said it last episode. If you get upset about bugs at this point, whether you pay or not, forget that. If you get upset at bugs at this point, that's a you problem. Like, look internal, because you got to expect it. And for the people that are spending, I'm spending with the idea that I know bugs are coming. So I can't get pissed if I spend money on a game that's just proven itself to be buggy, just like Judy just said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, if I expect something that it's not, I enjoy the game. I enjoy the community. I enjoy my alliance.
Yeah.
I enjoy the roster building. So I put money into the game. But I don't have any delusions of grandeur is where this is going.
Yeah.
The community is the best part of this game.
Absolutely.
Like, the reason why this game still exists probably is because of literally all of us being the amazing community that we are.
I would agree.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that when the compensation comes out, that everybody does receive it, so we don't get Reddit blown up again and Twitter blown up again. I just hope that part at least goes smoothly, because I'm sure they're hammered by so many emails and bug reports that they don't. I mean, they probably have to cipher through all the stuff they get. I mean, that's going to take time away as well. So, I mean, they're a small team. They eventually do get to the fixes. It might just take a while, but they eventually do. And then they might break something else, but then they'll eventually fix it. We just have to be patient. It's not like the game's shut down and we can't play it at all. Play a different mode that you haven't played for a while. If you skip red alerts, go play that for a while because you haven't done it, or go play some PvP, or if it's down, go play PV. There's at least something in there for you to play while the other things are getting fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the universal part will probably lead to less hiccups in the reward distribution. I'm hoping. Listen, Retpmus, you know more about this technical stuff than me, but I would figure that because they're giving it to everyone, there probably won't be too many hiccups.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Well, at any rate, everybody enjoy your rewards. Please enjoy them. It's not often we get things like this, so please enjoy them. Put them to good use. I mean, I'm already saving. What was that, Tootie?
Can we talk about the best reward that we got?
What was that?
Mongul no longer has a taunt, baby.
I was just going to bring that up. I was literally going to transpose to that next point. Now, I was going to say, Tootie, thank you so much, because I saw that video. Awesome, dude.
I should have let you guys do that. I'm so happy, honestly, because that, especially with Desad's ability coming up, and somebody pointed that out on Reddit. I forget who it was, but it's a team-wide guaranteed stun with a buff immunity and purges everyone's buffs, which it's the character himself, Desad, looks kind of like shit outside of that ability. But that ability alone is so powerful. And with Mongul in the leadership position now without a taunt, at least you can survive the stun and you don't have to worry too much about that. And you can maybe come back a little bit and recover.
Yeah.
So I think that is so huge. And I'm so thankful to WB for listening to the community on that.
Yeah. And I would like to echo those sentiments. I, too, am thankful for that. I liked Mongul's leadership ability against certain teams, but he didn't work for everything. He was very squishy. So, yes, there was only one solution to that, I think.
Yeah, and if we need another character to get fixed, just send the deeds to Tewtytron, and he'll get it fixed. The guy gets things done.
That's right.
I've tried so hard. This is the only campaign I think I've won. Like, I went on the Nerf Azreal campaign. I went on the Buff Jace campaign. Neither one of those two worked. And to be fair, some people didn't want them to work. So this one was kind of universal. There was only like 2 or 3 people, I think, that fought the taunt loss. And I don't know why they would fight it, but they just didn't care as much as everybody else did, I guess. But it's so good that it's gone. Now you can put him on a team with like Barda or Daddy even, and he should survive so much better now and actually fulfill his duty.
Right.
I was sitting on South Beach when this whole thing started going off, and I'm like, how come I just got 7 at everyone tags all over the Discord verse? And every time I went,
going on when you get tagged.
Oh no. Yeah. I was like, what is going on? I'm on vacation, and everyone I went to, Tootie rallied the troops.
It was the biggest, I think, in like hurrah moments in game for the community. Like, I didn't see any like hands get thrown up in the air, and like, you know, it felt like you're at a stadium and they're all doing the wave. Like, it felt great. It felt great.
Yes, it was like the moon landing, only bigger, right? Okay.
Only bigger.
Only bigger.
I'm not gonna lie, I got all excited and went to go use Mongul, forgot they hadn't changed the end, was like, oh fuck, he still has that taunt.
Yeah, it said shortly on the thing, but I think it's still there, so it's probably gonna come after the long weekends. And you know what? I don't give a shit if it takes that long, because let WB have their Memorial Day weekend. Let them enjoy themselves.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Go get a barbecue, man.
You said themselves, like that was like plural.
Well, because Steve.
Well, Steve and
Lewis.
Lewis in customer support.
That's our newest one. When AB sent out a message of the thing, said, "I love Lewis," in our chat, I was like, "Who the fuck is Lewis?"
Lewis. He's our customer support guy. He's the man. If you need 500 gold gems, just reach out. Lewis will help you. He'll hook you right up.
By the way, for those of you that haven't got the inside joke yet, AB was trying to type Lois.
No, I wasn't trying to type it. That was something that Satan typed. He was saying I used Lois and Kyle, but he said I used Lewis and Kyle.
Oh, it was Satan that said it.
It was
first?
Satan who said it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
go back.
that.
Yeah, look at that. That's why I said when you guys see it, you'll laugh because oh my god. But yeah, no, I can't take credit for that as much as I would like to.
I've seen that before though. Like I used
blame Satan.
Yeah, blame Satan.
No, but I've seen that in other places where other people call Lois Lewis, and I don't know why that is, but I've definitely seen that. Like I don't know if they're like halfway to Louise or what the hell is happening there, but that's not the first time I've seen that.
It's correct.
Yeah,
right.
I just see this beer-bellied superhero whenever I see someone type Lewis.
Lewis. Able to drink tall boys in a single gulp. Right? My God. Anyways, that kind of moves me over to getting away from Lewis. That kind of moves me over to another thing that maybe we can all sort of take a little bit of credit for, and that is the double secret rework / as Tootie would call it, micro balancing that we were so what's the word I'm looking for? Happy to extol the virtues of on our previous episode. And I know Sekju has a little thing to say about that, so why don't you take it away, pal?
All we said, and it's nice because I feel like they might listen to us, is you just have to change a couple numbers. And they did it.
Yeah.
They changed a couple numbers. And lo and behold, we're happy, but you'll still find people bitching. Oh, now Swamp Thing's my strongest character. It messed up my Wraith or something because previously Swamp Thing was so much weaker. And it's like, well, it's,
right.
The struggles you run into whenever you handicap your roster for a competitive advantage.
Right. First world problems, right?
So true.
So who got the double secret rework? It was Power Girl for some reason and Peacemaker. I'm not sure why those two got selected over I don't know what the selection process is.
Also, Joker, the Crown Prince of Crime, as well.
Oh, that's right. He did get one too, didn't he? Okay, that's right. He did get
Yes.
one.
So were there four
four
total?
of them.
For 4. Power Girl, Peacemaker,
Power Girl, Peacemaker, Swamp Thing, and Joker.
Swamp Thing, and Joker. That's right.
Because Joker needed his new avatar to be actually Joker, so that's why he got it.
Is that why they did it?
It's an educated guess.
By the way,
Probably
this is the perfect solution right now when there's so many bugs for the reworks and the new characters and everything. Get rid of the reworks right now. Give stat boosts to the characters that deserve and need it. Okay? Like, for example, let me give my top 2. I don't have the cachet of a Joker or a community following of a Tootie to make this happen. But the 2 that come to mind for me are Black Manta and Wonder Woman POT.
I was going to say that one.
Those are good ones.
Those 2 need. I shouldn't have a Rebirth 1 POT that's not in my top 120 rated chars in my board.
Yeah.
Like I got to go to like 124 to find my rebirthed Wonder Woman POT.
Sad.
That's ridiculous. So like, you know what? Put reworks on hold for 6 months. Spend your time on other things and give
I don't know
us
if that would
stat
work.
boosts.
If I'm being honest, I don't know if that would work because I mean, look at Power Girl for example. I have her RB2. With the stat boost, she gained some strength, some speed. She can now kill some reds with her AOE because previously she wouldn't do that at all. But you know, her kit is still irrelevant to the meta we have now because you have other taunters that, you know, give you different advantages. I mean, they needed to change a little more to her than just her stats. I mean, if she had a permanent double tap on her basic and maybe a stun in there like Connor has, you know, give her something more. Because when comparing her to a Barda or even Kyle, I mean Parallax, she still has a disadvantage when compared to them.
Right.
So
I
the
think
stat boost helps, but I don't think it's the key right
yeah,
now.
like what you're saying is it's not making her like what you're saying is with her kit, she could use help with her kit on
She
top
needs
of
a
the stat
rework.
boost. Correct. But what I'm saying is take the characters that don't need a kit adjustment. Like Wonder Woman POT, I believe her kit is viable with a boost. I believe I don't want you touching Black Manta. Don't touch his
Let me
kit.
see. Green Arrow, Castaway. He just needs a power boost. He would be completely relevant. You don't have to change his kit at all.
Right.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
You do have Black Flash. I mean, when he was released, I mean, Green Arrow and Cersei became like trash immediately because, you know, he just does it better and he has other stuff in his kit that performs better. So they became irrelevant. That's why the stat boost won't help everyone.
No.
Some of them, but not all of them. So I'm in favor of still having the reworks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is just is a stopgap now to kind of get everything taken care of, like getting rid of reworks for a few months.
I don't know if you noticed this, but those 4 characters are in the backlog for reworks right now.
Yep.
As far as stat boosts go, I think it's probably the thing I don't think it necessarily has to be a this or that. I know what BIFF is trying to say with like getting bug fixes out because that means, you know, if they're not doing reworks for a few months, then they can have some potential time to focus on those bugs. I don't think it's likely to happen. They have to make money, and reworks are like a huge pull for money. However, I do really hope that they do continue with the stat increases because it did kind of feel like brand new characters once again. I still don't think Swamp Thing is really good enough to use, but Joker was actually like doing a very good job at what he does. And then not only that, but with 170 plus characters in this game and only 24 reworks a year, there are going to be so many characters from now on that just get left in the dust and left behind and will never get played again. And if they do 4 stat boosts a month, just like reworks and stuff like that, then it honestly brings out old tunes, old like basically toys that you've forgotten about, and you can bring them back out and be like, wow, this is so much fun, and like it's viable with this new character now. And like that's what I've been doing with Joker and Talia. Like the two together are just kind of super interesting and fun, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Well, if you notice when they're doing the reworks, they're boosting their stats extremely high. It's like my Connor now is like 12,052 from his rework. So all the reworks that they're doing, they're boosting them so high, it's going to leave the other tunes even farther in the dust. So maybe that's the reason they're starting to do those little mini stat boosts to help it be not so drastic. I mean, it's just an assumption, but maybe that's why they decided to do that.
By the way, that was Retpmus's way of telling you his Connor is RB5. Just to let you know.
Yes. He's got an
Humble brag
RB5.
again.
No,
Humble
exactly.
brag there.
Oh yeah, my
12,000.
12,000 power Connor.
12,052.
At least this isn't Dragon Ball, you know. You're like, whoa,
It's over 9,000. Crunch.
oh man. But I do know that the NDA group has been pushing for these stat increases for a while. Like, so, and it's finally like there are people that are looking out for the game behind the scenes that we just don't hear about. So if you see them out there, give them a pat on the back, please, and thank you.
Yes. You're all doing a great job. That's what I'll say.
Yep.
That's what I'll say.
100%. Unless you check Reddit and they think they're
Right.
these people aren't doing anything.
Reddit.
Right. That was.
Hey, you still have a game
I got in
to
that
play.
rabbit hole last week.
Hey, like we said before, Biff, we still have a game to play. They can just pull it, cut their losses, and start on a brand new one.
Yeah.
Then I got to get all those
So-
characters again.
Well, they kind of are actually potentially. Well, they're not pulling this game, but there is a new DC game coming out soon that
Mhm.
is almost exactly what this is, but like slightly better and worse.
Doesn't have like puzzles and stuff though.
No, I don't think so. It's
Oh.
not. It's not one of those games. It's like a build your roster thing, and the animations are pretty crazy. But the difference is that the game models are like a bit more like childish. It's not as realistic as this one is. I think the villains are. It's not Necron in that game. I think it's the Crime Syndicate from Earth 3 is like the primary advertised villains for that game. I can't remember what it's called, but I mean, it looks good. The animations look cool, and I don't know. It doesn't scare me. I still love my DC Legends, but that game does look pretty interesting.
There is a new one because I'm pre-registered for it that incorporates, I think, this style of game, but also with the puzzles thing. Like there's one coming out very soon. Very soon.
There was another one that I saw from WB coming out that had like Batman and Superman, but it also had like Shaggy from Scooby Doo as a
Oh,
character.
Shaggy.
Fucking
Isn't that called Multiversus or something?
Yeah,
like
something
that?
like that.
Shaggy's an instant RB5.
It's
No, he is for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm only using 1% of my power. But
Yeah, one of his moves is brownie bites.
right,
The Scooby
Oh,
snack.
God. I think that game is a console game, and it's like a Super Smash Bros.
Oh, is it?
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks great. It looks hilarious.
So let's talk a little bit about the new reworks, and I want to start with Witty on this one because this is, as they say in the biz, a thick brick of concrete. What do you think about? I think I know the answer, but what do you think about the Raven rework?
I mean, it did not give us a lot of time to, properly test her out because they released the kit so, practically with the raids and PvP was a total bust. I didn't have the proper time to test her out. So while I was doing some red alerts, I tried her out and there's ups and downs. I mean, she's not what I expected her to be, but at the same time, she's now, playable. When you trigger an Azreal and you see him lift him from the ground, you're like, please don't kill Raven. And actually she survived, and that,
Oh, wow.
that is new. Mine is, yeah, I was surprised. And she she can actually hit now. The death immunity she has at the start of battle actually helps her out as well. The thing I'm most upset about is her healing abilities, because as an empath, I was hoping that her healing the whole team would be like Stargirl's shielding the whole team, at the same capacity. I think she lacks on her healing, but she can definitely hit stronger, and she can definitely take a hit now. And I'm ready to start playing her next week. But I mean, it's not the level of reworks we've had with Nightwing and Supergirl. I mean, kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm happy I can dust her off and play with her for a little bit.
Yeah. And I would tend to agree with that sentiment. I wasn't thrilled with her rework. I thought it could have been a lot better than it was. Retpmus, what do you think?
I agree with Witty. The way I was looking at it was, she was a character I always liked in the game, and she has a little bit more survivability. Anytime they make a change and allow us to use some of our favorite characters again, I'm all for it. Of course, we always want it to be a little bit better if it's a character we like, and we're kind of disappointed when it's not. But overall, I'm happy with her. I mean, I probably won't play with her that much because still we have the dominant characters in the game that still dominate, and she's not a dominating character right now, but she will have her place. I mean, I do like some of her attributes. And just the fact that she doesn't die instantly.
Right. A good stiff wind doesn't knock her over anymore, right?
Always a nice plus.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Good Lord.
So my favorite thing about this rework is something that you don't ever really see, because it's that the 5th legendary point, where it's the minus 45% crit chance to the enemy team. That's actually huge, because there is the only people that have more than 45% crit chance are like those physical strikers, those assassin-based characters. The maximum like innate crit chance on a character is 47%. So essentially what that ability does is like an invisible Aquaman lead. You're almost completely eliminating critical hits, unless the team builds like crit chance ups or something like that. And even then, you're still building crit chance ups on top of your negative 45% crit chance. So that's a very large reason why she's so survivable, and your team feels more survivable when she's on the team. The healing, I'm not like currently bugged, because it's supposed to happen most of the time at the end of her turn passively. And it doesn't. Like it's a little bit bugged right now, where sometimes it'll trigger like after the very first turn of the match, and then it'll never trigger again. So if that is fixed, she might become a better healer over time, but she's also still one of the slowest characters in the game, so that might not be a massive improvement.
Right. Anything else to add to that, you guys? Sekju? Biff?
I got nothing. My Raven's still like rank 4. Not very fit for testing, so to speak.
Right.
I did just move her to level 80 today. I now have only 15 characters that are not level 80.
Wow, man.
So
awesome.
So Raven just got the level 80 treatment. She was one of the last 18 that hadn't.
So slow that down, Biff, because you're going to need some slow gears in the future.
No, so yeah. No, I'm good. I still got a plan.
Still slow gear and Naomi.
By the way, I just stole an MVP from Merci. So fuck.
Oh man,
I'm listening to so much of this great content. I just let my damn 150 run.
By the way,
I got 104 to 103.
Oh no!
God damn it!
Oh no!
I feel like Sekju. He's usually the one stealing these MVPs.
I know. I saw Lurking shared a couple, and I tried to steal those.
How did you like that trick I played last night, Retpmus?
Oh,
Sharing the small boss. I know how much you love that.
if I could just reach through the phone, I think I would have choked you out that time.
I figured I'm never going to have another opportunity to do this because we're always like seriously playing these things. I don't want to mess up something that isn't set. But anyways, so the only other rework, the other rework this month, of course, being Etrigan. Let's start with you, Biff. Where's your Etrigan at, and where do you see this this tune playing into the future of DCL?
So Etrigan was one for me that I just hated because of the animations for the longest time. So I didn't do anything with them. But now I did. Eventually, I just looked at my ranking system, and he was like the highest ranked character in the game that I just didn't build up. So he is L5, level 80, maxed out, but not one of my faves by any stretch of the imagination. Not someone that I'm going to gravitate to.
Right.
So I'll pass on making I haven't even looked at his new kit.
Wow. So who in here is an Etrigan fan? Who in here could probably speak to that better?
I've tested him out a little bit. I've recently got him all the way to level 80. He's still not fully ringed out for me, but I've got his basic attack fully ringed out. And that's kind of like his bread and butter anyway. But he is significantly great. Like, to be fair, I don't know how he was before this rework because I never geared him.
Yeah.
I know obviously that like he had his day in the meta. He was a very, very popular character for a very, very long time. He was basically the go-to blue. And whatchamacallit, it kind of feels like, you know, obviously he's not going to be as good as Spectre, but he basically has reclaimed, I think, his former glory as far as your on-death ramping agent that is honestly kind of scary. Those side swipes on his basic attack they're threatening with 20% true damage, and it double taps. I think it's bugged right now where the second swipe won't do the true damage, but he still slaughters people left and right. It's pretty ridiculous. He's going to be a great character moving forward, although I know there are some worries about power creep moving forward, but I don't think it'll be as easy. Like, he won't succumb to that as quickly as he did last time because he gets like 9 intups anytime anyone dies because he gets 5 just from triggering his like Merlin's shield or whatever, and then he gets like 4 more passively. So I don't think he's going to have an issue with power creep for a very long time. He's going to be a good character, I think.
Yeah.
Moving.
Yeah, he's the one who got the best rework. I think he's leveled up as he was in all his former glory. For me, he's like a poor man's Spectre, if you would. You know, he's always overhealed and all the intups. You know, one character dies and he's able to slaughter the other team. I mean, the best way to know if a character has a good damage is the damage output he puts in on Mystics. You see how good he is. So, I mean, he's got the true sight now. If you keep him overhealed and you kill one character, he ramps up and you basically got the game in the bag. Of course, Spectre is 10 times better, and the stuns and the purging make a lot of difference. But if you have, you know, a lot of frags for this character, because he was on red alerts for a year or two, so everybody's got to have tons of frags of him. So he's just an easy answer if you don't have Spectre right now.
Right. Yeah, I think Etrigan is a great character. I agree with Witty's assessment, definitely. My opinion on him, though, is like this was definitely a character that didn't need a rework. He just needed that stat bump, and he would have been relevant again. They could have used the rework on someone else where they actually changed the abilities, because his original kit was still really valid. It was just the power creep issue. But anyway, he is a great character, and I love all Mystic characters. I like everything that has to do with magic and, you know, stuff like that. So he definitely got the better rework. There's no doubt about that.
Definitely. And I'm a fan of the Mystic affinity as well. You know, I've always had a stronger case of the blues than anything else. So I've got enough shards, I think, to take him. I've got an L4 Etrigan now. I just didn't gear him up until recently, so I never had a chance to really play with him much either. He was just one of those tunes I never reached for, you know?
Right.
Even when he was a meta, I never really reached for him because he was easy enough.
He was crazy
He was.
back in the day when he was in meta, because like he would have like no health, and then all of a sudden, boom, his health bar would be full and overhealed.
Yeah.
And you were like, damn it.
I just love him on Alliance days.
Oh,
There was one day where it was him and Lobo.
Oh, man.
And I was just
You'll-
like, kill me.
You'll be that courageous.
Oh, what
Yeah.
are you gonna hate more, that or the new animation for Lois on her second when she gets Alliance days? Because I'm so glad they fixed it. But now she taps them one each. So, like, if you're doing those Alliance days, she's gonna very slowly do that animation 3 times.
You mean Ursa?
Ursa.
Oh,
Ursa.
I meant Ursa. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
the wrong one. My bad.
I'm
Oh,
so
that's
happy.
terrible.
I'm happy that they fixed it. Don't get me wrong. I like that
The
her
animation
second
sucks.
power no longer triggers people. But yeah,
She
the
could do all 4
animation.
at once, right? She could do all 4 at once.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed the animation from what it was before, where she was doing all 4 at once, and just changed the way that it. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm just happy they fixed it. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy they fixed it.
what's the deal? Maybe someone can answer for me. When she does her supervision, that she has, and she does it for each character, sometimes a green number 1 appears and sometimes it doesn't. What's the green number 1 supposed to
She's
be?
giving him 1 health back. Apparently, I don't know.
Do you know what that is, Tootie?
I think what happened was because it used to be bugged where it was triggering retaliations or like reactions from people like Barda or whatever. So that green one probably used to be a red one or something like that, where because you never saw the damage, although it did remove an awareness from your target. So I'm sure that their quick fix for that bug was simply to reverse that like 1 point of damage to like a 1 point of heal. So now you're no longer triggering all those people by the damage.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, I if I don't know any better, I'd say that the big hand is on the little hand, and that tells me it's time to take this around the horn. So why don't we do that? Let's go around and get everybody's last word. Retpmus, you're always first. Take us to church, pal.
I just want to thank everybody once again for being here. Have a great time with everybody. I want to give a shout out. In the U.S., we celebrate Memorial Day, and that's coming up Monday. And it's basically a day of recognition where we honor all of our fallen troops, that gave their lives so we could be where we are today, all the fallen soldiers. And even if you don't celebrate Memorial Day, you can still give thanks. Every country that exists out there, you have a military that protects your country or tries to protect your country. And many people have given their lives in that belief, that they're saving us or protecting us. They are our first line of defense. And there's a lot of it that have fallen. And just, take time out, think about it. There's always veterans funds out there. Make a donation if you have a little bit of extra money. Try and help them out, because they put their lives on the line so you don't have to. So you can sit comfortably in your chair and play DC Legends.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a
that's
shout
why
out
they
to
do
them.
it.
That's it. I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our soldiers out there.
Well, thank you, Retpmus. I appreciate that. And I know that I don't speak on behalf of all vets, but it is greatly appreciated. All right. Thank you, man. And I will take this over now. Biff, why don't you give us your last word? You get to follow that, buddy.
Let me piggyback off what Retmus just said, and I'm going to do this just because I know he fucking hates it with the burning intensity of 1,000 suns. AB, thank you for your service.
Oh my
man.
God! Shut your fucking mouth. Ugh.
No,
Hey, Biff, I served as well. I was in the
Okay.
Army.
Oh well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
You're just an all around badass. that's just really what it comes down to. But anyway, no. A lot of times in the U.S. we really just do think this is like hot dogs and hamburgers. But as Retpmus said, it's real. It's people that put their life on the line so we can have hot dogs and hamburgers. And as Retpmus said, also sit on our couch and play DC Legends. But yeah, it's a really serious thing, and it's awesome what people give up so we can have a country like this versus some other places. So nothing, just, hey, hopefully everyone take a step back. One more reason why raid bugs are largely irrelevant. So if you're gonna fucking stand behind a stupid twatty username on Reddit and scream and yell, get some perspective and just enjoy the game. Enjoy your raid rewards.
Yeah. Enjoy those raid rewards. Yes. I say the same thing. Thank you, Biff. Mm-hmm. Sekju. What is it, bud? Tell us what's going down.
I'll send my thanks out there for everybody else who's, served, not to you specifically, because I don't want to ruffle your feathers, AB, but,
I know.
Everyone
I'm
else,
such a grump.
Thank you guys for your service. And I just want to, I was thinking all this whole week about appreciation for time, and, Retpmus always takes us to church on the be good to your fellow man and everything. But, I don't know, just with everything that happened this week with the, the kids in Texas and everything really had my mind on other sad things. And I don't talk about it a lot about, my personal history of this stuff, but I'm sure some of you guys know that I was a member of the Tree of Life congregation where the shooting was in Pittsburgh and everything. So when these things happen, it's like, you really have to take time and appreciate the moments you have with your friends, getting to chat with you guys, getting to chat with my friends and, in person at the kid's birthday party that we were at yesterday. Just take the time to appreciate the things that matter, because like we're talking about before, bitching about raid bugs and things in a game like this, like, just be happy that that's the worst thing you have going on a Thursday or Friday night, that you're going to be bitching on Reddit versus those poor parents in Texas right now, or anybody else in Buffalo or wherever else there's been tragedy. So, little perspective, guys. It's okay to be upset about stuff, but it's not the worst thing that could happen to you. So yeah, that's it.
By the way, you said you were involved in one. I was involved in the first school shooting, and not involved. I was there for the first school shooting ever in this country that was largely broadcast.
What, a Columbine?
Portland, Connecticut.
Oh.
Back in the mid 80s, had the first school shooting, like Portland, Connecticut. My graduating class was 48 kids, just to give you an idea of the small town I grew up in.
Yeah.
And when I was in 7th grade, there was a school shooting. There was a student that came in to kill the principal. A janitor died. One of my close friends was held at gunpoint as a hostage in it. And it's a day I'll never forget. Like it's one of those things. And, when Portland, Connecticut, like leads the CBS evening news, it's kind of a weird thing for a small town like that. And that's really where it started, unfortunately. Yeah. And it's just gotten worse. We only had one casualty that day, but to the heartbreak, whenever I hear these, not to make it about me, but it brings me back to that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I try to make it a point. I hope nobody takes this as a political stab, because I don't take this opportunity to do those kinds of things. But if I'm just looking at the hard math, when 25% of this podcast have been involved in a shooting like that, something's wrong, folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tewtytron, I'm sorry you have to follow that, pal.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Sorry, Tootie.
It got pretty dark there for a minute.
Yeah.
So let me lighten the mood.
Thank you.
I'm currently pinching off another Hangover loaf that I will lend for all of you. And it made me laugh earlier what Biff said. He was like, I'm just going to piggyback on what Retpmus said. And that made me laugh, because that's kind of a running joke in the military. I was in the Air Force for a bit as well. And
thank you for your service.
It's always about the commander says something, and then the first shirt gets up, and they're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna piggyback off what the commander said." And it happens every single time, and it always is like a 30-minute speech, and you're just like, "Can I just go home?"
Yes.
But whatchamacallit? I'm very, very thankful to be here, guys. I'm very thankful for the current state of DC Legends. As far as Memorial Day goes, make sure you thank a living veteran as well. It's visit your deceased honored veterans, because their lives are hard right now. It's the military does not like pussyfoot around with like preparations and keeping you on your toes. So make sure you go out and buy them a meal, or if you see them at the airport, pay for their drink or whatever it is that you're doing. So appreciate everybody for all the love as always.
Thanks, Tootie. You're the man. All right, Witty, it's your turn. Give us the bottom line.
That's a hard one to follow.
I know.
I'm not from the US, so it's hard to give a thoughtful speech like they all did. But I hope everyone enjoys their weekend and their holiday to the best of their ability and their rewards, and just have a good time. We don't have guns or school shootings here, so something I'm glad to not be a part of. Unlike all of you guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're not a part of it either.
Yeah.
Yes, nobody wants that shit.
No.
God, I hate to end a fucking podcast on a bummer of a note. Can anybody tell a good
Wait, can
fucking...
we go back to Tootie?
Okay, listen.
Yeah, can we,
Here you go.
how about we just do this?
How about? Oh, go ahead.
I've heard I've drank a lot in my life. Okay?
No.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't have hangovers anymore because I'm a professional, but I have never heard the term hangover loaf before.
Hangover loaf.
And there is your episode title.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hangover loaf.
Tootie
The hangover loaf.
Tootie pinches a hangover loaf. The stuff writes itself.
Complete with pimentos.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God. All right.
Thank God we're R-rated.
I know, right?
Not like those candy asses over at WROL.
Oh my God. Well, listen, you guys have been entertaining as always, and I always enjoy my time with you guys. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I think that'll do it. We want to thank all of you for taking the time to be with us today. Get on our website, atlantisafterdark.com. Grab some cool swag from the merch store. Get on our Discord server, atlantisafterdark.com. Talk directly with us. God, what's wrong with you today? Hit the fucking subscribe button. You know you want to. I'm here. You're here. Everybody's here to hit that fucking subscribe button. Just fucking do it. For Biff, for Witty, for Tewtytron, Retpmus, we'll see you right here again next time for another episode of Double AD. God damn it all to fuck.
I think you missed someone. You missed Sekju, didn't you?
It's all good. It's all good.
I missed Sekju.
Say goodbye to Sekju.
You know what
By
it
the way,
is?
Sekju.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
You weren't supposed to be here today.
Last episode, you got on AB for not saying my name after the roast.
I
When
was wrong. I know.
Re-listened,
I
you were
listened.
wrong.
I said
So-
something in talk with us about being wrong about
Right.
that
So
too.
now AB returned the favor and didn't recognize you on his goodbye.